Welcome to the Champions League second leg semi-final roundup. Now, it happened. Arsenal, for the first time in 20 years, is back in the Champions League final. Me and Thierry got the honours of seeing that game and witnessing that moment live. Bukayo Saka, I said it on Tuesday, Bukayo Saka, what he's done for my life. He's done it and sent Arsenal to a Champions League final. 2-1 against Atletico Madrid. And then today we had a big game between PSG and Bayern Munich, which did not live up to that first leg. Horrible display from PSG and Bayern Munich. But only one team made it through. And that was PSG. The reigning champions is back at it again. 3 Champions League finals in 6 years. The third Champions League final for Luis Enrique, who hasn't lost one. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe. Let's get 1.5k likes on this video. We're also very close to 9,000 subscribers. Let's get 10k by the end of the season. Now, let's start with one place. We're not starting with that Bayern Munich game. Hell no. We're going to the Emirates, where Arsenal beat Atletico Madrid. Now, we've been saying this for weeks. What the hell is Spain? Alright, we went there, conquered them a lot of times, bro. What is Spain? We did Real Madrid the worst way. Atletico Madrid, we've done them 3 times already. Bilbao, we could bring anybody over here. But there's a certain team that was meant to be over here. But they could not get past the team that we beat. Atletico Madrid. Now, Thierry, talk to me, man. How was that game?
Yeah, I'm going to start off with an alliance with Wallace, yeah, because I do want to do a little something. I want to tell him a little something, yeah. Alright, Wallace. It's not even, hey, first, we can do this one, innit? We can do this one. Rafinha, you told them, you get me this one, that one, you get me. But what color is Real Madrid, bro? Is it white?
Real Madrid is what?
No, it's not white. It's not white. Real Madrid is not white.
It is white.
Madrid's not red. Madrid is shit, mate. Bro,
damn, he got you there, bro.
Nobody in Madrid can chat to Arsenal. Simple as. Now, anyways, let's talk about the game in general, because there's so much to talk about. But first off, Peak was glazing this guy for 1 minute and 30 seconds, screaming his lungs out, spitting everywhere, bro. Yeah? But you see Bukayo Saka stepping up in the semi-final once again. Yeah? Consecutive semi-finals, bagging for Arsenal. You know, big moments, people talk about him not stepping up, but he's coming back from an injury, Achilles tendon, you get me. I don't know how close it is to rupture, and I hope it doesn't, bruv. But it looks like it's very close, and he's still deciding to play football for Arsenal. Henry was talking about after the game, saying that he had to do everything he could to come back against Fulham. He's still playing in pain. That Arteta said he wasn't, so I'm not confused. But for him to score the winner, like, the guy from the academy, bro, it was only right. Like, that's the most perfect play you'd want to send you to a Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. The whole game, Arsenal defending for their lives, also going forward and having some chances too. Gyökeres is unfortunately missing a perfect, well-worked cross by Hincapié. But his performance as well, insane, bro. Gyökeres running, fam. He flipping should have got Pubel a red card, but we're through anyway, so who cares, okay? Who cares? But yeah, I'm so proud of the team. Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. I love this football club. Let's flipping go, Peak. You take it away now.
Listen, I said it on Tuesday, but you know what? In Tuesday, I brought a couple of other players in it. I'm just going to leave them out of this. Bukayo Saka, I've been saying this for weeks. If that man does not start, my life drops. But without Bukayo Saka, there's no light in the darkness, bro. That's the reason why I breathe. Bukayo Saka has absolutely changed this football club for the better. And when he first came in, 2018, he came into the team, burst at number 87. Then I was like, you know what? The team was dark. He went to the Europa League final. He was on the bench. He didn't get to see it, but he got to see not great times. Then 2020, when we went 59 days without a win, he said, Arsenal fans, after that 1-1 draw against Southampton, you deserve more. I've waited 6 years. The more is nearly here. 4 games remaining. 4 games. West Ham on the weekend. Listen, the job's not done. We could be happy tonight. And then something bad happens. But we don't think about that. 4 big games. West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. Then we can finally enjoy the Champions League final, which we have not seen in this football club for 20 years. Other guys in here, no privilege, right? PSG, they fought for it. You know what? They won there. Real Madrid won 15 of them lot. Barcelona, you know what they've done. You know, 09, 11, 15. You know, they've done what they need to. United, you know, they've done. Everyone has been here. Bayern Munich. we don't know what it feels like, bro. Yesterday, that stadium from the beginning was absolutely rocking.
Peak, I have to say the standards have changed now because some clubs and some fan bases are celebrating just the fact that they're qualifying to play for the Champions League. And
precisely. You know, keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed, yeah. Because now I'm gonna back Arsenal here, yeah. Because they can celebrate however they want, and you're not going to police celebration.
Because
wait,
no, United. He wasn't talking about
United. He's talking about United.
Fair enough.
You're talking about United. You're talking about United. You know how everyone's doing a post about welcome back to the Champions League.
I see that.
The Cunha dance.
Wait, Naeem, he can't talk about celebrations because remember how when Real Madrid beat Atletico Madrid last season after penalty shootout, their whole players started going crazy, yeah? Yeah, so don't be coming after other clubs. You're trophyless 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah, Prince Ali, why are you talking about trophies? You're trophyless just like us. The length of your trophyless is like us. The duration of when you last won a trophy is like Manchester United, bro. I am not scared of Real Madrid. I don't know why you're talking about me, mate. Your biggest accomplishment this season is an El Clasico game where even if you win, Barcelona still won the title.
In October. Prince Ali, hold on.
Your own fans want Kylian Mbappe to leave your club, and you were one out of the 30 million to sign that signature as well, you bum.
No, I wasn't. Hold on. First of all, no, I wasn't. Second of all, you're coming at me for saying
how about this? My team just made it to the Champions League for the first time in 20 years, bro. How about you, bro? Shut the hell up, bro. I don't give a toss about this. I don't give a toss about no Mbappe, bro. You guys don't win this for 20 years. Go on, Thierry.
Junior wanted to say something.
You're right, Peak.
Thank you,
You're right. Let's stay on focus. I have a question. Genuine question for Wallace.
Yeah.
Do you think Barcelona would have beaten Arsenal?
Listen, I'm not even gonna answer the question. I'm gonna have Pika Thierry have the moment. We're not gonna do if, what's, maybe.
Sorry.
Because I don't even want to get into that.
I'm just curious.
Wallace, you now know why I wanted Atletico Madrid more than I wanted you guys.
Yeah. Peak. Virtual handshake.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. You shook my hand already, idiot. Idiot.
Thierry, remember I said something like, 2 weeks ago now? You were there. I said a prime Saka is better than Elise right now. And I still stand by that because you guys were talking about a right winger that turned up for his team. We're going to speak about another right winger that didn't turn up for his team. But Bukayo Saka, everything about that. Him sending you guys to the final was poetic, man.
Put Yamal in that conversation as well.
This guy.
Add Yamal into that conversation.
He's easy to talk about Elise, but he wants to talk about Yamal.
Wallace. You know, me and you, we know that Yamal's the best player in the world. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So
hold on. But in terms of the Champions League, bro, Champions League, hey, combos. It's not even combos. It's done, bro. Like
it's done.
When he has a performance like the one he did against Inter Milan last season. Over the 2 legs,
FC, baby. Last season FC, baby.
What did it lead to?
Yeah, what did it lead to?
Wait. What Saka? Is Saka guaranteed? Is Saka guaranteed a trophy?
No, but he's guaranteed a final appearance. He's guaranteed a final appearance, which Lamine Yamal doesn't have.
In the Champions League, and they've been in the Champions League for 3 seasons, both of them. Saka's been in the Champions League for 3 seasons. Yamal's been in the Champions League for 3 seasons, and Saka's done better than Yamal. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but Thierry,
okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, fair enough.
Remember I said? Remember I said, Thierry, quarter-final, Arteta. Semi-final. Final. Arteta 3 years. Progressing effectively in the Champions League.
Hey, but there's more places to talk about. Ben White, broski. Yeah, a lot of people were getting onto him against Fulham. I thought defensively he wasn't as solid as he normally can be, but attacking wise, the combinations he was making in the final third with Saka, with Eze, with Declan Rice, those little one-touch passes to put players through as well. The connection he has with Bukayo, man. Like, I know Timber's a better right back, but you can't beat connections on the right-hand side with Bukayo Saka, bro, because it makes Saka play much better. And Ben White against Atletico Madrid, insane, bro. Saliba and Gabriel, man. There's a stat that's come out that genuinely my mind's blown.
Crazy.
Saliba and Gabriel, when they're on the same pitch together, haven't conceded an open play goal since Kimmich knocked us out in the Champions League in 2024. You know how insane that is? We've conceded 5 goals when they're both on the same pitch after that, and they've all been penalties or set-piece goals, bro. That is one of the best centre-back pairings in Champions League history, without even winning the Champions League, bro. That is what I'm talking about. And you get that Champions League lifted against Junior's team, broski. Hey,
I'd if you don't mind, does anybody mind telling me the Olympics are in 2028, the Summer Olympics, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, because I thought, maybe it's just me, but I saw, diving Olympic trials by Gabriel yesterday, diving, flopping left, right, and center, so on and so forth, giving away phantom Bluetooth tackle, so on and so forth, getting called.
Junior.
He is the only man.
Junior, you better watch
people,
Junior,
this, that,
you see
and
how
the
my hands
other,
up
and
here.
gets the foul.
Junior, you see how my hands
There
up
should have
here.
been a pen on Simeon. There should have been a pen on Griezmann, by the way.
Junior, you should
There
see
was
my hands up
The
here.
other one was Gabriel as well, by the way, no?
Yeah, there was three. Listen, Thierry and Peak. Yeah, we did all the enough Arsenal glazing, right?
Yeah.
Now we need to talk about the main talking points because if it happened the other way around, yes, everyone would be talking about it. Okay, the first one in the first half, yeah, Simeone is onside. Calafiori then pushes him on the floor, but then the referee called it for an offside. It's VAR. It wasn't even offside. It wasn't even clear. They blew the whistle before. That's one penalty. Second penalty was the one Simeone gets past the goalkeeper, Saliba mistake. Gabriel, this is what I mean. This is what, because if it was the other way around, you would be complaining.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, but this is what I mean. Simeone was a man and stayed up. If he goes down there after Gabriel pulled him back, it's his penalty and a red card. So Simeone, once again, like Lookman in the first leg was stupid not to go down. And in the third one, Gabriel does not even get touched by Pupil. I do not care. That is never a foul. And then Calafiori goes through Griezmann. That should have been 3 different penalties.
Step on his foot, gone.
Yeah.
Cool. So we can reply back, right? So with and I'll respond with other claims as well of penalties that decisions that didn't go off. So in that game, yeah, the Gabriel one you mentioned, yeah, you said that thing he stood up, he carried on going. So he stood up and carried on going, and then after that he fluffed the shot. Not my fault, not Gabriel's fault. Then the one that you're mentioning with what's it called? The Calafiori one where he stepped on Griezmann, bro. You literally saw the guy go. Bro, his legs were literally going for Gabriel. Like there was no eye contact with the ball. Nothing. The guy, bro, no. And then cool. Now we go to the claims against us.
No, what about the first one? What about the first one? When Simeone was called offside when he was onside.
I've not seen a single highlight on that, so I don't know. I was at the game and I haven't seen a replay of it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But okay, that was probably the clearest of them all.
But okay, cool. Claims against us now. Griezmann barged Trossard in the back in the box. That's a penalty. Simple as, bro. If you're gonna if you're not gonna pull the foul, if you're gonna give a penalty for the Calafiori step on Griezmann, then you give the penalty for the Griezmann one that where he pushed Trossard, and then people should have got a red card by dragging Gyökeres down.
That's
right.
Yeah,
that was probably true.
Yeah,
I think on that one though, they called a foul before. Like it was before, and then it continued. So I think that's why he only gave a yellow, not a red.
It's the only one I'd give you. I can't lie. I didn't watch the highlights today. The only one I'd give you is that Gabriel one. I did watch it like 5 times, and I said, I said, we low key, we go away with that one because like you remember the Solanke one against Tottenham. I looked at
not enough, man.
No, but like I looked at it. I said it's one of them ones. It's very, very marginal. So I'm like, I'm so happy the ref blew for that free kick because I watched it back a couple times. It's not a clear and obvious error. But I looked at it because obviously it does make contact with Gabriel, but
it can't be any more clear and obvious. He should flip it in front of the goal. It's in front of the goal line.
No, the clear and obvious error from the referee, but it wasn't an error from the referee. I looked at it and I said,
realistically, we're gonna get onto the PSG game as well. The officiating for both teams in the whole entire semi-final was mad anyway.
Yeah, it was bad.
Cancels out, not that deep. Finals the final.
Can we dip it, Thierry? Last week the refs gave 4 penalties over 2 different games. This week the ref said, you know what? We're not giving no penalties at all. He said, do what you want.
And you know, this is why I say, you know, the Champions League, people, look, I just gotta be a bit like, people are gonna make fun of me. This is why Champions League is just full of luck. Like, on one day, you can be the best team in the world, come up with the best tactical setup, the manager can bring out any little detail. But all it just takes is that one refereeing mistake, one mistake from your player, just a little thing in the Champions League and you're knocked out. And then your season is called a flop. So that's why it's fine margins, the Champions League. On another day, Atletico Madrid are going through. But you guys got your moment.
And you're forgetting, Trossard's shot went straight to the path of Saka. It's the things that meant to be.
Champions League.
The Champions League final.
first guy said on another day Atletico, bro. He wanted to say on another day Barca go through, bro. I know you, bro.
I said Atletico. I said Atletico.
No, but hey, Thierry,
I've accepted.
Thierry,
I've
hear that?
accepted Barcelona.
He said,
I'm thinking about World Cup. I'm thinking about Miami.
Thierry, hear that?
Same.
He said player mistakes.
Wallace, are you coming to
2 red
Miami?
cards?
Nah.
Oh,
I wish.
Inshallah.
Yeah, listen, it happens.
you come to
bro.
Dallas. Come to Dallas, hang out, bro. We got 9 games in a semifinal.
Oh, I'll see.
Bro, but peak. Seriously, though, I've got a question.
Chat to me.
You see, we've got PSG in the final, yeah.
Mhm.
You've seen the way our teams played over the past few weeks in the first leg, in the second leg against Fulham. Do you believe in Arsenal to go ahead and win the Champions League?
Listen. Things dreams are made of. These players have to defend with their lives and go out there and snap. Hey, I'll be honest. PSG, we know what they're capable of. We've seen what they run. They've run last season and they run this season. We know what that team is capable of. I'm not gonna try to say that team is not good. And I know they're good, but our defense is good. So all we need is one chance, one opportunity. Get that 1-0 win. Whatever you do, win. Because hey, it doesn't matter about poor performances. Winners get over the line. Just win that game and we move on.
But Peak, I just want to say, using your logic, you guys are gonna lose this final because you said progression, right?
Exactly. I was
You got
just
to
gonna
the
say that.
I hear
Yeah,
it. I
you
hear
got to
it.
the quarter, you got to the semi, you got to the final. You're gonna get knocked out in the final. But then next year.
Hey, you know what?
Next year.
I hear it. I hear the logic in that.
But what if next year's a reset button? You start from
No,
quarter
We
final.
win it. No, we win it, bro. We haven't been to the final 20 years, bro. Chill. But I hear what you're saying, but chill.
You don't have to lose.
No,
You don't have
Thierry,
to.
what do you think about PSG?
Look, I think PSG are an incredible side. We've seen how they played against us last season. But again, there are players that they're missing from their side that they don't have this season, and there are players that were missing on our side that we do have this season that are playing at this current moment in time at a decent level of form. Our defense this season has been superb, even better than last season's. And what Arsenal have in defense is a similar level of quality or even better to what PSG have in attack. So that battle there is going to be very much insane. And we're going to have to be really, really careful because PSG are going to create chances and it's going to be difficult, bro. I saw what Doué was doing with those 0.1. I know it was 0.001. The amount of shots this guy was getting on target in the positions that he was shooting, bro, I was very, very confused. So he's going to be on point, yeah? He was being very direct, but we can definitely get at the side, bro. You start Declan Rice, Lewis Skelly, and we can definitely, they go man to man, bro. They put a lot of men forward. So when you take Declan Rice and Skelly and drive through their midfield, bro, as Skelly did, Declan Rice did to make that Trossard chance in the Emirates game in the first leg, you see what we can definitely do. They have weaknesses we can exploit. So we just need to be on point, Arsenal.
Hey, talk more about Lewis Skelly. Talk more about that Lewis Skelly, bro. I'll be real. 2 games starting.
I'm gonna be honest. If Arsenal wins the Champions League, it's the end of the world.
Oh, it is. Listen, I made my point clear.
I'm deleting my TikTok.
Hey, listen.
What I saw from Skelly yesterday, it's better than what I saw from Joao Neves, Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and
rage bait.
Yep. No, I swear.
What about Jude Bellingham? What about Jude Bellingham?
What about Jude Bellingham? What about all the players?
I swear.
Hold on. You know what? I was gonna say before, but we got sidetracked. You know what? I will say it now. Shouldn't you be focused on your club? I heard today that apparently, who was it? Is it Chouameni and Valverde were fighting and whatnot, bro? Focus on your own club here, all right? You were going and talking about
even when they're not fighting for a trophy, they're still getting headlines. It's crazy.
I would argue that there's fights that happen every single day in Man United, every single day in PSG, but because Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world, only Real Madrid fight gets reported. I know that Bruno Fernandes, that crybaby, is fighting every single day in training.
I swear to God. Yo, Peak File. Thierry. I just want to say, bro, Bukayo Saka has come back at the best time, bro. As you guys can say, man. Coming back from this is an academy player coming back from an injury. And, the Premier League game, you've seen it, got an assist. That was obviously his best performance this season as well. And basically wins Arsenal the Premier League title because of the result with Manchester City and Everton. And the script is there, man. He might win you your first Champions League as well. Like Bukayo Saka and Arsenal, Fez. And I do want to say, Declan Rice, I hated the guy all season. But that game right there, hey, I'm seeing Ballon d'Or convos. I'm not putting him in a Ballon d'Or convo.
He jumped to second.
I think I'm getting gaslit.
Let's come back down to
I think he had a great game.
No, listen. Defensively, incredible. But when you're a midfield, look at what Rodri did in his Ballon d'Or season. He was scoring crucial goals, creating chances. Listen, we're not going to take anything away from Declan Rice defensively, okay? But I saw Saliba going into the midfield on the half turn, playing better than Declan Rice does when he goes in the midfield. It makes zero sense. Listen, he's an incredible defensive player, but on the ball, I am sorry, he is so limited. And I know that's nothing against him, but he is not a Ballon d'Or player. You cannot be a Ballon d'Or player.
Remember Remember that run on the touchline where he's running. Griezmann comes to tackle him. He makes Griezmann slip. Then he goes past Griezmann. You get me? Then wins the corner.
Then what did it lead to? I listen. Using Junior's famous words. What did it lead to?
He won the corner.
Oh yeah, a penalty to Arsenal.
Hey, by the way, before we move on from Arsenal, like, can we deep though? That what happened to Atletico Madrid? Alvarez went off. Griezmann went off. Lookman went off. Bro took off all of them. But like the 60th minute.
Lookman, this is a personal message to you. If I could say what I say right now, yeah, trust me, this account would be banned. You score a goal against us in Copa del Rey semi-final. You score in the Champions League against us, yeah. People saying, "Oh, you're the best January signing," blah 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 blah. Then he comes to the big stage against Arsenal, yeah, and what you feel? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alvarez got injured. He had an ankle injury. He was trying to played on it. 60th minute, he gave up. And then Griezmann, I don't know why the hell he took off Griezmann. I saw made sense.
He was old, bro. He's tired.
I don't know how fall off he's not getting any. Sorry, go on, Tim.
People know why he took him off, bro. Because he clocked the game was not going to go his way. So what did he do? He went full haram. Guys said that Arteta is real haram boy, yeah. Simeone is the true haram master, bro. This guy started to try and beef Arsenal's sporting director, bro, for no reason. He was doing everything possible to try and ruin the game, bro. He wanted the game to get scrapped.
Even when we went down the tunnel.
But I quite like, you know, them two managers are the most performative managers I have ever seen in the world. So cringy. The pair of them,
manager,
cringy.
You leave my manager's name out your mouth, bro.
No, you have to admit, bro, Arteta's running after the ball, yeah, telling the ball boy, give it to me, and then he's winking to him. Nah, don't give it. It's just so cringy, man.
Nah, bro, you leave my manager alone, bro.
To do, bro, to run down the clock, fam. Simple as, bro.
Whoa. I imagine Hansi Flick doing that. Imagine Pep Guardiola do that. Imagine Luis Enrique doing that. You're never going to see the managers like that.
They wouldn't that.
Look how you talk about
this
him,
guy, fam. You can't take him serious.
Who?
He said Arbeloa.
Okay. Hold on, aren't there like 3 players at Madrid that like aren't even speaking to him anymore? Buddy, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I precisely, you know what they call them? You know what they call Arbeloa in, what's it called? Spain? Cone, man. So research it. Research why. Research why.
Why?
Is it safe to Google?
Research. I'll let Precisely research it and he can come back next pod. Explain. After we beat them El Clasico.
We're bringing Prince Ali back for the final just for vibes.
No, El Clasico. El Clasico.
We need a nap.
It's El Clasico. Don't worry, Ali, man. It better go well for you. But before we move on from Arsenal, the last thing to talk about, that atmosphere, Thierry, after the game. That tunnel, flares getting lit. Even before the game, guys were playing football, the team bus, even in the stadium, rocking for 90 minutes straight. That was probably the best I've ever seen ever in life. Even my cousin was calling me saying, even from TV, it sounded insane. Guys were getting FOMO from not being there. That was mad.
Because everyone here has so much talk for Arteta whenever things don't go his way. But whenever things go his way, it's always silent, bro. And it's a testament to genuinely Arteta. Since he's come in at Arsenal in 2020, the fans and the players disconnected, bro. There was no connection between the players and the fan base, bro. And since then, he's nurtured it. He's made things new. The connection, the fans, bro. Wayne Rooney after the game was saying he's played in the Champions League semi-final of the Emirates before, and the atmosphere was 10 times better this game, bro, against Atletico Madrid, because and it gave him this feeling that he thinks Arsenal are going to do it because of just the feeling around the club at the moment. And Arteta's the one that came in and changed that, bro. 3rd season in the Champions League. It took him 3 seasons in the Champions League for him to get into the final. 3. Bro,
he broke the curse of the round of 16. The curse of the round of 16 broke that. But we spent 7 seasons, all the time getting round of 16. Then we spent 6 seasons out of the competition. We spent 1 season not even in Europe. And Arteta came in, Took him 3 years, got us Champions League football, finished second place that season, unfortunately.
Hold on, pause.
Consistently got us.
Let's stop. Let's give me. Took him 3 years. He's been your manager for 7 years. Took him 7 years to get your Champions League.
Yeah, but hold on. First of all,
and how much money?
Yeah, but
you're trying to make it seem as like he's not Enrique.
Wait,
hold on. Wait. Did you have
Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and you couldn't get over the line? So like, if you guys had the 3 best players in the world, how can you not get over the line?
Luis Enrique never had, by the way.
This is Arteta's 7th year in management period, bro. Like, can we chill out? Like, what are we talking about here, bro? It's his first Champions League job. It took him 3 years to get Arsenal into the Champions League, or 4 years to get into the Champions League football. And then it was 3 years. It took him 3 years to get into the Champions League football, then 3 years to get to the final after that when we were competing, bro.
Okay, wait. I swear Luis Enrique's been in manager for under 10 years. He started in Barcelona B, I think, then went to Roma. He spent 3 years in Barcelona, spent 1-2 years in Spain, and he's third season now at PSG?
Yeah.
That's around 10. So you don't want to make this blah blah blah.
Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke. Thank you very much.
Wait. And now what we're gonna do?
We have the best transfer window over the summer. Best transfer window over the summer.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Luis Enrique and MSN. But these are Arteta's plays. He spent 70 million on Gyökeres, 50 million on Madueke, and Martinelli, I think, was already at the club. So listen, we're not going to make excuses like that.
He
didn't mention MSN. He mentioned the guys at PSG, Mbappe and Neymar and the man. Messi.
And he kicked Mbappe. He kicked Neymar. He's like, bring me my players, Dembele. Yeah. He said, bring me what? This player. He made Dembele a false start. At Barcelona, he was a meme. Are you trying to
compare Arteta to Luis Enrique?
No, one did that. We're not trying to do that. I'm saying you guys are getting it mixed up. My thing is, because obviously now you just mentioned Madueke and how these are Arteta's players, innit? And fairs, bro. But if Arteta had it his way, unfortunately, injuries took him away from having the front three that he would have wanted. We saw the front three he wanted. You've got Eze, you've got Havertz, and obviously Madueke played against City, but it should have been Saka. That front three is what Arteta would have played the whole season if all of them are fit. And that's a much better front three. And also, Madueke would have had less time to play football, bro. He shouldn't be playing this much football for Arsenal Football Club because Saka's been injured. He's had to play much more football, which has led to his weaknesses being shown more and more and more because he's obviously been exposed to more minutes, which shouldn't have been the case this season.
Yeah, you see, Madueke's a lucky man that I'm in a happy mood, you know. He's a lucky man. That man right there. When I watched him play, we're Arsenal through, bro. Hey, he's a lucky man, bro. You could have been.
Let me line you up, G. Let me line you up, G.
Listen.
You line him up defensively.
If he wants to be a left, bro, listen, leave him back on the bench, man, please. I can't do no more. But shout out to all the players, man. But that atmosphere was insane.
Let's go. Now I think it's time to move on to PSG. I'm sure Junior wants to speak.
Yeah, bro.
Let's get the losers out of it first. Doc, why don't you take it away?
Ooh,
it was your
losers.
You said you're gonna destroy them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. You were home.
Yep. Yeah, we were home. We had every opportunity. I think PSG was definitely the better team off of both sides. Listen, bro, if your team did get to play in Champions League, I don't think you get to say anything moving forward.
Oh, so now you're talking about you.
Wait, what? Are you in the Champions League?
Just saying, if your team didn't get to play this season or the past 3 years in the Champions League, I think you should just.
Past 3 years, we were 3 years ago though.
And what happened?
2 years.
You lost to us too, by the way. All right. So.
And now you're out, bro.
We're out.
United are catching streets left, right, centre.
I like United. I don't mind United.
It's coming for you.
Hats off to PSG, man. They played a completely different match. Suffocated our team. Naeem, I swear to God, I can't.
Bro, what?
Listen.
I'm trying to think, and I see.
Nah, but if Naeem has nothing to say, bro, he'll just pull out any expression. You just gotta ignore it. You just ignore it.
It's hard to see his face, man. Yeah, hats off to PSG. I think Junior will agree there were some questionable calls, a couple of them, but the better team won. Nothing I can say.
Oh, fair enough.
Nothing about it.
Alice, Alice better than your mom. Ballon d'Or, where's Ballon d'Or? Ballon d'Or, quit that. Wait, how do you say it? ¿Dónde está Ballon d'Or?
Yo, peak. What's that?
Did I ever say Alice was Ballon d'Or? I actually had Kane higher than him. I had Kane higher than him.
Oh, wait, okay, if that's the case, Harry Kane Ballon d'Or.
You scored in the semifinal. Is your team scored in the semifinal?
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. We're both watching the final from
compare the games that he's actually played. Like I
we're both watching the final from home. We're both watching the final from home.
I'm about to come to the UK and watch it with Wallace too. That's what
Hey,
I'm
Doc,
gonna
I got a free seat
right
next
next
to
to
him.
my
Doc,
girlfriend.
what happened
Sit
today?
right
Like,
next.
it looked poor out there. You guys kept trying to break them down, and you just couldn't do anything. It was just
Couldn't do
still
anything.
bad.
Nothing. Suffocating.
Hey Doc, if I were you, bro, you're a much better man than me because now I would be slandering the referee, slandering PSG, slandering their owner, everything they stand for because
No.
that was horrible. That
No,
was
do you know what? Do you know who is to
horrible.
blame? Because every time Barcelona lose, they blame one man, Hansi Flick. Vincent Kompany's naivety, his high line. Bayern Munich are never gonna win a Champions League with a high line. No, I'm just I'm just saying, repeating what other people say about our high line. Because 2 minutes into the game, you're giving that much space to Kvara in behind.
Yes.
You're giving that much space to Dembele and Due in the box.
Why is Upamecano?
You're asking PSG to score.
Why is
I
Upamecano
think
tracking him?
there's a difference,
Upamecano
though.
looked like he was tired after 2 minutes. The game just started.
He was subbed out
bad.
for it too. He got subbed
Bro,
out
it
too.
was bad.
I
Him trying to
think-
catch up to him looks
I
dark.
think there's a.
Junior should explain. Like,
Yeah, go.
I mean, I'll talk about that Highland bit first, and I'll then talk about my analysis for the game. But I think there's a difference though between how Barcelona and Bayern play. I think several teams play with a high line. PSG play with a high line. Barca play with a high line. Bayern play with a high line. The difference, and I think what people go and criticize Hansi Flick for, is the offside trap. That's the biggest thing. It's like if you go back and you look second leg against Inter last year, you go and look at the first goal. Whenever I think it's Dani Olmo loses the ball, you saw Kubarsi hop off, try to like play everybody offside, and he mistimed it, and they go through. That's the difference. Bayern, yes, they'll go play their high line, they'll get beat. That's one thing. It's Barca's insistence on. There's times where, for example, a ball player will be near like midfield and whatnot, and the furthest defender back is 5 yards away from his halfway line. Like, even if you go and you look at today, the Kvara one, I think he started his run initially from his own half. I think it's just great movement from PSG to outdo Bayern, and they go through. That's my tidbit on that.
Good.
Oh wait, Junior, let me respond to you. That
Yeah.
How can Bayern Munich? You literally said it. Kvara started his run from your half. Yeah. How can Bayern Munich play him offside when Kvara literally started your run from his own half? It's impossible because they were literally their line is higher than where Barcelona would be in the first place. If that makes sense, because
So I have a question. So in this case, if the defender sits back, right? Let's say the defender sits back. Kawara's still going to burn them. It doesn't matter.
no, that's another dog. I agree.
By the way,
high line is the way to suffocate teams. This a lot of Junior said it. A lot of teams play, but then when Barcelona do it, they just love to just blame us. That's why I was not going at Vincent Kompany or your tactics. I love the way you guys play football, but I'm just showing the hypocrisy within the media. That's what I was saying. I wasn't coming at by.
Junior said it wasn't the high line that's the problem.
Yeah, it's the offside trap.
It's an
That's
offside
different.
trap.
That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. Bayern Munich's line was so high they couldn't even play offside trap.
I think that one more so. If you go and you look at, I think it was the interchange. Like I can't remember exactly that like
Fabian
running,
Ruiz
today. But yeah, the Fabian Ruiz. But like I'm going back and thinking in the first leg, it's Due who comes, drags, I believe it was Limer, whoever it is, out of position, and then plays the ball in behind. That's what PSG was doing. It's just great movement from PSG, dragging people in and out of position. Same thing, for example, for the third goal, the second goal Kvara scored last week, where Due comes in, basically forces, I believe it would have been Limer to press up on him, and then Hakimi makes the run in behind. That's just movement. Stanisic. So I think that's the difference. That whereas for Barca, instead of Vitinha would just be there, Barca would be right there, and then it's just about Hakimi timing his run properly and he's through. I think that's the difference. Is that I don't think Bayern play the offside trap. Barca do. That's for me is the big difference between the two.
Wait, Junior, can I ask you a question? How much was Kvaratskhelia bought in January of last season? He was bought in January. 70 mil. I think this guy is criminally underrated and it needs to be talked about because now, today, he broke a historic record in the Champions League. First player ever to score in 7 consecutive knockout games in the Champions League, and nobody's talking about it. And I think if he was the Champions League this season, I think he will surpass Neymar as a better player for PSG, in my opinion.
7.
I'm not kidding.
He didn't score today.
He already has.
He assisted 7 goal contributions.
Goal contributions. Okay.
Goal contribution.
Oh yeah, fake fat Ali, man. He came with a fake fat. He had to get
had to suck everybody in, bro.
Yeah, assisted. GA. Yeah, my bad.
I had a question. Junior, if the Ballon d'Or was given today, it had to be given to a PSG player. Who would you give it to?
For the entire season?
Yeah.
Senor Victor Machado Ferreira. That's why I give it to you. I think Vitinha's been our most consistent player this year. Being honest.
Oh no,
Dembele-
but you know where the Ballon d'Or, the criteria changed. They
Yes,
said
I know they've added the thing of big performances. If
big
we're
games.
basing it off of that, then yes, you could go say. But even then, Vitinha's also been big and like, obviously, obviously Vitinha being a midfielder, what he's asked to do is different than what Kvara is doing and whatnot. Kvar's been excellent, but I also think in the big games, I think maybe not now because Dembele's there, but before I believe the quarterfinals, I think Vitinha was our second top goal scorer. At one point, Vitinha was our top goal scorer in Champions League. He got 6 goals in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Vitinha's been excellent. He's been consistent throughout, and he's also turned up in the big games. Obviously, the Kvaras, the Dembele's, the Douys will get all the limelight because they're attackers. But I think PSG's most consistent player this year has been Vitinha. So that's how I'd give it. But if somebody said Kvara, somebody said
I don't think he was that good in both these legs.
That's what I said. The
was on
midfield, I think
fire.
in both legs. Midfield across
Zaire
both
Emery-
legs, one good.
Last match, Zaire Emery, I feel like was
Yeah.
the best midfielder. And I thought it would have gone a little bit better for us because the fact that he came out,
I
but
need
then
to talk about one more play. That's all.
and then Fabian Ruiz
let
came out of
Junior
nowhere
plays
and just
PSG.
played so
No,
well.
go
today.
on. You go and say who is this player?
Dr. Mix-a-Lot, yeah? Prince Sally, I'm actually going to take our side for once. Because when Pedri has a bad game, everyone comes after me.
Yeah.
When Jude Bellingham has a bad game, everyone comes after you.
Yeah.
Okay? Even after they put incredible performances.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. Bundesliga merchant, Jamal Musiala, he won a Champions League, yeah?
Hang on.
No.
The guy broke his ankle and is just now
that's what I
playing.
mean.
What are we doing, man?
But
Come on.
Jude Bellingham never has them excuses that can be made.
Mhm.
Pedri never
Was
has
his
them
ankle
excuses.
sideways?
Is he
Not
fully
fully fit. Is he
fit?
not fully fit? If he's not fit, why is he starting? But why is he starting?
Not because we have nobody else. Who's gonna start?
In fairness, Wallace. All right, I'm a PSG fan. When Yamal had an okay game against you guys, October, you guys said the same thing all about Pubalgia. So it's happening on the other side too.
But he was good. He had Nuno Mendes cooked. He should have got Nuno Mendes red carded. He should have got Nuno Mendes. We're not going to talk about Yamal because in that game he should have got Yamal red card. But Musiala, but because I just want equal narratives across the board.
There will never be equal narrative. There will never be equal narrative.
Situations. I'm trying. Okay, so the fact is he broke his ankle. He broke his ankle in July, right?
Yeah.
Out for 8 months. Comes back and then gets re-injured again right afterwards. And then the first matches that he has to play against comes off the bench to play against Real Madrid and then has to start against PSG. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous.
Okay, but you know what's crazy?
It's heard of. It is heard of. Saka came back from a hamstring injury and started against.
Hey, it's true though.
I was gonna say
By
Saka
the way, Saka played against Real Madrid and PSG. So, Doc.
I also Pedri came back from an injury in the mid, like as soon as the big game started coming up. He had a bad performance, not even a bad performance for his standards against Atletico Madrid. Everyone was blaming him for it. So we just have to keep it like fair.
Hey, Doc. Wait, Thierry, that's crazy. What did Saka do? He's good against Real Madrid and he's good against PSG. What the hell did Musiala do for both legs? What did Musiala do?
This one or I got the assist to the winning goal against Madrid, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which you should have not been down by the way. You should have never been down by.
Yeah.
Games
Now,
again.
but some questions need to be asked about Musiala, don't you think, Doc? I mean, you're the Bayern fan.
Yeah.
You don't expect better from him?
Nope. Do I expect better? Of course, always. But do I think it's fair? No, I don't think it's fair. No.
Fair enough.
Now, Junior, I want to ask the PSG fan a question. How much did the referee calls change the outcome of the game?
Nothing.
Is this
What do you
coming
mean
from? Is this coming from a Real Madrid fan? A club
No. Answer his question.
I
Don't
will
bring up
answer
Real
his
Madrid.
question. I will answer his question.
He's answering.
I will answer his question, but I just find it very ironic and very comedic that it's coming from a Madrid
Right.
fan. But
I
I'll go
agree.
and
I agree.
say takes one to no one. I will go and say
PSG were like Barcelona today. They were favored in every single call that there was.
Yeah, precisely.
Listen, I agree. I do think that there were calls that definitely went our way. I think there's maybe the aspect that the referee was Portuguese, and PSG has a massive contingent, so on and so forth. And listen, I'm not happy about it. I think there's definitely aspects to where Bayern fans and
No, don't be vague. Don't be vague. Go through the calls in the first half specifically. Do not be vague. I'm not letting you off the hook. Don't be vague.
All right, well,
Not Nuno Mendes.
Nuno Mendes handball, the penalty call, and then the
That
Luis
was
Diaz
not a
foul that
penalty.
should have
That's not a
happened in
penalty.
the. Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, let's address them one by one. So let's start off with the Nuno Mendes one. I think what happened is that they called the handball first of all on Conrad Leimer first.
There was no
and
handball.
then they said that's what the ref said. That's what the ref said. They said there was a
What
handball
do you think?
previously.
I'm asking your opinion, though. I'm asking for your.
Well, the thing is, even on the
answer.
Nuno Mendes one, like I wasn't because I was watching it at DR Sports, so I didn't quite see the other angle. But it
Reason
looked
they
at
didn't show
least,
it again, by the way.
it looked
There's a
like
reason
it
they
might
didn't
have
show
hit
it
his sleeves. But either way, I think they called the handball on Limer first and hit his hand first. So I think that one is fair.
They kept playing it, and he didn't call it until after it hit Nuno Mendes' arm. But that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine.
I think
It's fine.
And then what's the second one you want to talk about? Which one?
Penalty.
João Neves.
João Neves.
That's
The João
not
Neves
penalty.
one. Okay, so that one actually, I'm generally thinking. I think it has to do something to do with the laws of the game. I'm not sure how it is. I think it might be that because obviously the thing you would go and say is Alphonso Davies last week, same thing, close proximity, hits his hand. There's not much you can do about it, but ultimately they gave a penalty. I think the difference is, and the way I put this in terms of an analogy is that let's say Alphonso Davies is not there last week. That ball in, that's a chance for PSG to go and score and whatnot. Whereas this time around, it's Vitinha clearing the ball. If João Neves is not there, a Bayern player, a Munich player is not getting to the ball. However, what I would go and rebut is that it clearly hits João Neves' hand. His hand is not in a natural position. But I think maybe it's just the laws of the game. I have to go back to
I've seen this given a penalty.
No, he's saying the truth.
I'm being
He's saying the
honest.
truth. No, he's saying the truth.
I'm saying I think it should be a pen.
No, it's not a pen. It's not, because I saw the little book coming out straight after the game. It was going viral on Twitter. If your teammate clears the ball and you trying to protect yourself and it hits the hand, it's not gaining an advantage to you. It's not a penalty. Just from the law book.
Was he protecting himself with his arm out here?
I mean, it's a natural. It's a natural. Bro, like when you're moving like that, you're not gonna be moving like this, are you?
I would want to protect my face, not protect the ball.
Friendly fire is off, bro. You get it? There's no friendly fire.
It reminds me of that situation, and I don't want to bring this up for anything hurtful, but 23-24 when Bayern played against Arsenal, there was that goal kick where you know exactly what I'm talking about, and they handled the ball. Remember?
Yes, us Atletico Madrid as well. Remember that? Do you? Yeah.
Hey,
so that's a penalty. It's a penalty.
A lot of these people, what they're saying is like, oh, if a player is clearing it, whatever, it hits the hand of their own opponent. So I can, as a player, if a player is trying to clear out the ball and I jump at it and dive at it,
protecting yourself. Yeah.
I'm protecting myself. I'm diving out of the way.
No, but that's obvious.
I'm gonna start diving out of the way.
I think the difference this time is that it's Vitinha clearing the ball, right? So if this was like the other way around, if this was, I don't know, Musiala like trying to put a cross in and his hand, it's a penalty every single day. The idea is that if Bayern's not getting an advantage.
I see what you're saying.
Wait, I got the link. Guys, can you see my camera right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the thing put up on my screen right now, yeah? From the law books, okay? It's not a penalty if it is hit on the hand/arm by the ball which has been played by a teammate, unless the ball goes directly into the opponent's goal or the player scores immediately afterwards, in which case a direct free kick is awarded to the other team. So that's why it's not a penalty. According to the law books, not me. So that's why we have to abide by the law books.
And that second point is now brushed off.
Read it again, yeah? Okay,
one
second. A free what is not a handball offense in football, yeah? When it is hit on the hand/arm by the ball which has been played by a teammate, unless the ball goes directly into the opponent's goal or the player scores immediately afterwards.
All right.
So if a player is playing it forward, if they're clearing the ball out, right? Let's say in this case Vitinha was letting the ball go forward, and then João Neves comes out, reaches his hand out and puts the ball at his feet.
But it's not intentional. That's the point.
I don't care about intention. By what you're saying in the rule book, that's not a handball.
Well, no.
I mean, listen.
He didn't write it.
I know what he did. I got.
Do you see they make it vague on purpose? That's what they're trying to do.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. These rules are a joke. I'm on your side. These referees are a joke. Trust me, I've been there, done that.
It wasn't just that. Like even after that, Luis Diaz gets cleared out of the top of the box. And then he falls on the ball. I watched where the referee's position was. He's right behind Luis Diaz. He falls over, knocked over from behind, falls on the ball, and hits his hand coming out the other way.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a foul.
And Luis Diaz gets a yellow card.
A foul.
I think
I'll say, you know what I'll say, yeah?
Yellow for yellow.
After Barcelona, Bayern Munich are the team that have been robbed in the Champions League most. That's what I'll say. In the history, yes.
Thanks to this guy's team, I think we're more.
I think Real Madrid as well.
We're going to talk about biggest robberies. What about 2017 March? The biggest robbery in Champions League history. We're going to talk about that. What do you mean Barcelona's the most in Champions League history? Get this nonsense out of here. 27.
Which one?
Remontada.
Which one? I explain. Which
The
one?
6-1. The 6-1.
Wait, is it the one where
Oh my God.
Kazawa put it into his back of his own
No,
net? Are you
listen,
talking about that?
hold on. I'm not saying that PSG were disgusting that day. However, let's talk about, for example, Marcelo admitting after the game that he fouled Di Maria, going to shooting him in penalty.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fact that Mr. Luis Suarez got shot by a flipping sniper.
No VAR back then. There was no VAR back then.
That's true.
You're getting
He's right.
excuses.
The master of dark arts. It's the master of dark arts. Back then,
but you're admitting
said it.
today that's not a penalty.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a
Okay,
penalty, but we're not in today.
There's
Go back
a
then.
robbery. You could talk about the fact that arguably I would say Neymar or Suarez should have gotten a second yellow for either diving simulation or hacking out of our players as well.
When have you ever seen a player in a Champions League quarterfinal get second yellow card for Semi? It's never gonna happen.
For hacking or fouling players.
Oh, come on, man. Be for real, man. Well, I could say the same about one of your players. I mean, Marquinhos should have got red carded.
Hold on. What about the handball by Mascherano in the first half as well when he was sliding?
You know, we're still talking about 2017, right?
No, all I'm saying, you're saying
nine years ago.
Team in Champions League history.
Yeah,
Again,
that's one game though. That's
my
one game.
point.
How many times has Real Madrid literally stolen goals from us? How many times? Seriously.
Yeah, so offside goals.
Even this one twice. The Alphonso Davies penalty, the non-penalty call again. I mean, I don't know. So even against Real Madrid, they tried again. Even against at the end of the first half, the first game, Olise was cleared out in the box. No foul against Real Madrid.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, on the game though.
That was soft.
Neuer had a good game though, Doc. Neuer had a good game.
Yeah. On
Finally,
the game
bro,
though.
finally.
On the game though, I remember last week, Doc, you were going and saying, "Oh, PSG, we should have killed them, you guys. That Bayern's gonna come back, so on and so forth." And you know what? Well, I'll take one from one of your fellow players. I remember when Senor Fue scored that banger against my beloved France in the semifinals of the Euros. Afterwards, what did he post? He posted, "Move in silence. Only speak when it's time to say checkmate." That's what I'm saying here today. All this yap about, PSG 5-2 this, they came back, so on and so forth. I said it here on the pod. Last I checked, PSG won that game. We come back here, Dembele, just like last year. You know why the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was shushing people within the first 3 minutes of the game? I'll go and say
something happened that has never happened in football before. They took the man of the match award from Pacho and they gave it to the referee. He was the man of the match. He was your man of the match. That is one of the only reasons why you won that game today.
Is this a Madrid
I will come out and say this.
Is a Madrid
No,
fan
I'm just being honest. I'm just being
Actually, you know what? Actually, Doc, I have a really good question for you. Because obviously this game, you'll go and say there's, rife with controversy, so on and so forth. Which game was more controversial? This semi-final return leg or the return leg against Real Madrid 2 years ago with who was it? Was it Delict?
Delict's goal was offside.
For who knows what? Which one was worse?
Today by far. There should have been a yellow.
Doc has no skin in the game here.
I'm hurt both ways, so I don't know. I'm just angry.
You know what it is? He's hurt right now because of what happened recently. But once it settles in, he will say the Real Madrid one. So we have to come back to him in a week's time.
Yeah, give me some time.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, PSG have made it into the Champions League final. So have Arsenal. We haven't heard Junior's thoughts on facing Arsenal in the Champions League final. What do you think, bro? What do you think about Arsenal? What do you think you can do? What are you scared of? What are you happy about? Chat to us, bro.
Before he gets into that, Junior, your team defensively today, though. I was impressed. The way you before you get
suffocating, bro. Suffocating.
Because generally, Bayern kept going round and round. I saw Harry Kane drop into centre back trying to get the ball.
So cringe,
bro. This right here, there was nothing they could do. I laughed at you guys last week and you conceded 4. But today, you guys were like, cool, we're gonna shut up shop. Conceded 90th minute, you still won the game. But defensively today, we talk about your attack all the time. You guys did well. It's the Stefanov, the goalkeeper. He had a bit of bozo G a couple of times, like the Superman punches, but. The actual defense.
Marquinhos.
Yeah, you get it.
No
reason.
What was he doing? Are you talking about the first half? He just jumps forward to the ball.
Jump for no reason. Then even when the ball's coming in, he just went like this. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Robert Sanchez.
Yeah, but like, tell me about your defense though, like, because they don't get enough light compared to the attack. They did well today.
No, I mean, I agree. I think that's, for me, is the biggest difference between, I go and say, PSG, Bayern, and Barca, is that I think, unlike those other teams, of course, we all have great attacks and whatnot, but I think ultimately it's defensively. We are able to, you saw it this season, and I think that's the biggest difference between us, is that Bayern and Barca, I feel, can only play one type of way. It's either it's all out attack, we're turning this game to a shootout. PSG, we saw it today. We saw it second half against Liverpool. We saw it last year against Liverpool as well. We saw it against Arsenal last year as well. We've seen even moments against Chelsea and whatnot. That PSG can go and say, okay, let's sit back a bit. Let's, hit them on the counter attack. We've got Barcola, we got, Dewey, we've got Cavari, we've got Dembele, so on and so forth. We can hurt them, but we can also go and defend when we need to go and do so. I think that's the best thing. That's why, for me, I'll go and say PSG is the most well-rounded team in the world, is that we have one of the best attacks in the world, but also defensively, we're no slouches by any means. We're able to go and do so. You go and you look at it, obviously, last game and whatnot, we conceded 4 and whatnot, but we conceded, 2 against Chelsea across both legs. Didn't concede a single goal against Liverpool. Granted, okay, 4 now. Conceded 1 goal only away to the Allianz. I'd be curious to know, Doc, maybe you know more than me. How many times is this arguably one of the first times that Bayern's been only reduced to 1 goal at the Allianz?
We're averaging 3 goals a game this season.
There you go. So I just go and think. I think it goes to show that PSG. You got. Again, PSG have done this routinely in the Champions League and whatnot, but it's just now that it's the semifinals. Obviously, it's Bayern, so on and so forth. That people putting flowers on it. But PSG have been solid defensively in the Champions League for a while now.
I want to say something nice about Dembele. Subbed out in the 66th minute today, and what I watched him on the sideline willing his team forward is a big difference when I saw Vinny get subbed out in the 70th minute against Barcelona. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. Is when they were winning.
Doc, you know what it was? Seeing Dembele, it was like watching Ronaldo in the Euro 2016.
That's exactly what I was
going to say.
That's to me, that marks a player that, even when you're not on the pitch, you're going to will your team forward. And
I mean, that's why
one reason. I'm sorry, if Dembele is getting applauded for that and Declan Rice some fake brother for saying it's not over, then I don't know what's going on.
Right, this is what I mean. He scored a goal in the game. Of course, there was
bro. He won the game.
Of course, there were fitness issues. That's why he got subbed off. Let's be honest.
They call one leadership. They call one leadership, and they call one cringe.
Have the same standards for Arsenal players as you do for everyone else. Simple as, bro. That's all I'm asking.
Dembele's a winner.
I think that's the difference.
So is Declan Rice, bro.
No, he's not. Where's your Ballon d'Or?
Yo, there's still a chance Arsenal goes trophyless this season, right?
Yeah,
there is
a chance, but they have to lose to West Ham,
Yeah,
even a draw.
Still a chance PSG can go trophyless, bro.
How? What?
Well, no, we already won trophies this season. We already won trophies.
Guys, two things I'm gonna have to say about this game, and that is it. The first one is I've always disrespected Marquinhos, but today you could see. Oh my gosh, you could see Luis Diaz at times, he was afraid of taking him on. When he got the ball, Luis Diaz did not even want to go at him. He just wanted to pass the ball sideways, backwards. He did not. And then Pacho. Oh,
bro, he had a head. What do you call that thingy, man, on his head? He had that head injury, and then he still stayed on the pitch as well.
Still stayed on the pitch, And then that block by Nuno Mendes in the first half, oh my gosh, where he threw himself, that was also insane. And the second one is uncomfortable conversations is going to have to be had about who's a better UCL player, Lamine Yamal or Desiree Doué. Because Desiree Doué...
Is that a conversation?
In that second half, Desiree Doué was amazing, creating
chances. Yamal's injured. Yamal's injured, yeah? Okay, but Elise...
It's comfortable being injured.
Now you know what they were saying? I swear. Yamal hasn't played in weeks, yeah? When Saka scored a goal, Yamal was the main man of the topic.
All of a sudden, we're going to have
Elise was buns, yeah? He was the main man of the topic. Dembele scored a goal. Yamal was the main man of the topic. Dewey had a decent performance. Main man of the topic. Get off his tip. Get off his tip, please.
All right, listen, let's go.
Talking about him.
Let's go back to the main point, though. Let's go back to what Junior thinks about the final. Arsenal, PSG is confirmed. We'll see you 30th of May. What's your thoughts on that final? I'm facing off against Arsenal.
What I'll say, I can't be in London that day. Either for on the one side, I need to be in Paris with my fellow countrymen, seeing PSG, hopefully, by God's will, lift that Champions League trophy. But on the flip side, if Mickey Mouse FC win that trophy, I'm not in London. I'm outside the country. I'm not here. I'm not here. Yeah, Mickey Mouse FC and a little Mickey Mouse.
Did you say your country? Aren't you Canadian?
And French?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Like French Canadian or French? Oh, he's gonna bust out the passport. He's gonna bust out the passport. Just don't show the numbers.
Your flag is coming up.
No, it's a passport, bro. Look, there we go.
That's one way to shop about.
I have a Syrian passport that means nothing as well. by the way.
There you go.
Yeah, support
I
your
Prince
local.
Ali, support your local, man. Support
Prince
Montreal
Ali, man.
FC or Houston, Texas, wherever you
But
support.
hey, the
Hey,
Rockets-
don't hate on,
what was
don't hate
the
on
Rockets
Texas,
say?
bro. Don't mess with
Well,
Texas, man.
Oh wait, hold on. Wallace and Naeem have just told someone to support their local. By the way, that's just
Yeah.
We live in the same country.
Wait. Naeem. It takes a 1 hour train drive for him to get from one side of London to another. That's not your
Hold on.
local.
I'm from where Arsenal
That's not your local.
I'm
That's
from
not your
where
local.
Arsenal
Yeah,
originated.
wait.
I'm
Let me ask
from
you a
where
question.
Arsenal
Yo,
originated.
Thierry, how long does it take you to go to
That's
Emirates?
bro.
How long does it take you to get to Emirates?
I'm from where Arsenal originated. Simple as
No,
that.
how answer the
Yeah,
question.
how long's
I'm
your
from-
journey? How long's your journey?
I'm from Arsenal. I'm from where Arsenal.
Guys, there's only one journey we need to focus on.
Let him answer the
No,
question.
forget it, but there's no point. Let's focus on Budapest. Junior, now talk about Arsenal. What do you think about the final?
It's either gonna be the greatest game I've ever witnessed, or probably the worst day of my life. Either or. I've got my best friend's an Arsenal fan. I know too many Arsenal fans, unfortunately. It's either gonna be the greatest time, and I'll go and say, if PSG has the misfortune of winning that Champions League final, very uncomfortable conversations. I've said this in the past. If PSG go back to back and win the Champions League, put me in Arkham. Put me in Arkham. I will make the Joker seem sane. All right? I will start going and saying things. Crazy. I already think PSG 2025, top 5 team of all time. If PSG go back to back, I'm looking at you. Yeah, Prince Ali. 3P Madrid. Why? Step
Yeah,
aside.
100%. That's gone. That's gone.
Not a single.
Step aside. There's a new sheriff in town. There will be. But obviously, job's not finished. Job's not finished.
Not a single PSG player gets into the Arsenal team. I don't want to hear it. Even if you two
That's
we
rage.
Hey, don't talk for us about that. Don't talk for us about that. Don't do that. Don't do
I mean,
that.
Sally, put the gun down.
Hey,
Put the gun down.
wait, I just saw by the way, come on, bro. Please.
Prince Ali, wait. Look at this. Yeah, look at the difference in reaction. Prince Ali is hurt by what Junior said because he knows it's true. Me,
No, it's not.
I listen. You can come off the Barca Pep. I know it's not true. I don't need to argue. I know Pep's Barca is here. Every other team's down here. Just like your mom and every other player. No.
People react in different ways. Some people
No,
react.
because you know it's the truth. I know he's trying to reach me.
No, it's not true. I know for a fact that not a single PSG player gets into that team. And honestly, we three-peated. We didn't win it twice. We won it 3 times. Thank you very much. We three-peated. So once you win it 3 times, if you're going to do, because I think going into this game, Arsenal is heavy favorites. So even if you win it the 3rd time.
Wait. So hold on. So the reigning champions are not favorites going into another Champions League final?
No,
I'll happily play the humble gimmick.
I have a serious
they're not.
because
Yeah.
you have spoken about what you think of Arsenal. Obviously, you've spoken about how you feel if you lose or win. What do you think about Arsenal, bro, in the Champions League?
One-off game.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's a one-off game. I think it's like Arsenal. I think it's going to be the turning point. I think either, obviously, depending on going into that final, the Premier League obviously will be done. So either Arsenal will be trying to add to an already, a trophy cabinet to that season, or will be trying to win their first piece of silverware in the Community Shield a couple of years ago, but meaningful silverware since 2020. So, Arsenal's a very good team. You could argue that, I'd say, perhaps up until February and whatnot, they're the best team in the world, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League and whatnot. Yes, they don't play the best football, so on and so forth. Yes, it's an eyesore at times, but also ultimately, it's not how you win, it's that you win. And if Arsenal go and win it, I'm not wishing for it. You got to go and give respects. So listen, as much, even though I hate Arsenal with every fiber of my being, a lot, and I really do mean that, listen, ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to give unto Caesars what is Caesars. You have to give them their flowers that they respect. So, listen, may the best team win. Hopefully, that's going to be PSG.
Way to hedge your bets.
It won't
It's a
be
real
PSG.
attorney answer, bro.
Hey, listen.
Before we end, can I just say thank you guys for having me on and being your Bayern fan here? I really had a good time, guys.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You're welcome
Thank
to
you
our
so much,
podcast, man. Welcome to our podcast anytime, man.
Hey, by the way, for anyone that's gonna comment right now, where's Bradz? Let's just say he said it's a UCL episode. There's no point of him being here. So he said Bayern Munich when he wore Bayern Munich shirt. He just said I'm not gonna be here anymore. So he just said I'll be back. He's never there tomorrow. He'll be back.
Next Monday.
Monday.
You know what it is? No
Monday.
one knows. No one knows when he's back. He makes the schedule.
Hey,
Do we
he makes the
hang on?
schedule.
Do we give him a
Come on,
salute?
dictator,
We're gonna
Bradz.
say-
Hey,
we're gonna-
dictator.
After Everton, bro disappeared. But Thierry, let's ask your thoughts before we're gonna do your one, then mine, and we're gonna wrap up this episode. Thierry,
Yes.
your thoughts on PSG?
Big game. big game. First Champions League trophy on the line for Arsenal. I've already mentioned how good PSG are. You know, Junior, man, like, I know what you're feeling. I know what you're feeling. Obviously, you have the chance to get your second trophy in a row in the Champions League. But you need to remember, because a lot of people have been talking about how PSG have the experience in the final, yeah, and they do. They won it, of course. But they played against Inter Milan, who posed no threat. Inter Milan posed no threat to PSG. Arsenal posed a threat, and we will see May 30th who will come out on top. Luis Enrique had stuff to say. Arteta was very hurt after the semi-final when Arteta said that he was the better team. Arsenal were the better team in that game. And Luis Enrique had stuff to say about that, yeah? So I'm saying, you get me. Don't worry. Arteta will show you who the better team is May 30th. Amen. Come on, the Arsenal.
Wait, I forgot. Who eliminated Arsenal from the Champions League last season?
It was them.
He literally talked about that right now.
Literally
No, I'm
said
saying who was it?
It was PSG.
Yeah, PSG. And you're giving all this threat about, you know
And
what you're feeling like.
Didn't we win
And
home and away?
Naeem, and I got one more. You said, Inter Milan posed no threat. It's easy to say that after PSG beat them 5-0. But before the game, no one was saying Inter Milan are not going to pose no threat. Everyone was saying they're dark horses to win it all. No.
Bro,
it's easy to switch up now.
Bro, Barcelona. I've always said Barcelona was supposed to beat Inter Milan. I believe Barcelona should have beaten Inter Milan.
Yeah,
and
of course, but it didn't happen.
When it came to that game, Inter Milan were, in terms of the age group, obviously I don't hate old people, in it, you get me. But in terms of age group compared to PSG, what they can offer in a game, 90 minutes, broskies, PSG were going to absolutely win that game no matter what it was. Obviously, I didn't think it was going to be 5-0, but I definitely believed that PSG were going to win that game, no problem.
Huge
but
agenda switch.
Gabriel's going to be Kiri all this time. You've got Marie, you've got whoever is going to be striker. Saka's going to be playing, hopefully fit. Don't worry, man. It's going to be different. Too many guys, bro. Don't worry.
Listen, my one is, when there's Saka, there's a hope. But all I'm going to say is these 3 games is the most important thing for my thought process going into that game. Because if we also don't win the league, which I don't want to say, then going into that Champions League final, we're going to be chasing our first trophy, which is going to be a bad thing to go do. Because, yeah, you remember, even though it's 2 different things, where we bottled top 4 and we went into a Europa League final against Chelsea, and how badly that went for us. So we don't want to end up throwing away the league and then going to a Champions League final against PSG, who currently right now, foot off the gas, they're chilling, they can rest all their players right now. Hakimi can come back from injury, or God knows when Hakimi's thing's going to be announced. The rest of them players could be just vibe out, get 30 minutes, chill out, and wait until that final. While us, we're chasing to the end. So we need to win that, then that boosts our confidence going into that Champions League final. And hopefully, the next 3 games, everybody stays fit. Because then, like I said, PSG, I have a great team. No one's going to ever disrespect that PSG team. They're a great team. But we got a great defense. Get them on a counter.
That's what I'm saying.
1-0 win. Hey, that trophy. But you're turning into Gotham. The streets, you're turning into a joke. The streets are going to be filled. No one's going to be allowed to go outside. No shops are allowed to be open. It's going to be chaos in London. That's a World Cup summer. No. Arsenal 2026. And the dynasty begins. And then we'll go on from there. But this has been an excellent episode. Ali, go on, say what you want to say. Because
I wanted to add in 2 more things. The first thing is, Junior, you're not going to be playing 2 midfielders at fullback. You are going to be playing Calafiori, and you are going to be playing Timber, 2 legacy players. And then in between them, you are going to be playing Gabriel and Saliba. In the goalkeeper position, 3 golden gloves in a row in David Raya. It is not going to be easy. Also,
he's won the Champions League Golden Glove.
Champions League Golden Glove. The second thing that I wanted to say is, when you knocked out Arsenal last season, from last season to this season, Arsenal gotten 10 times better while PSG's gotten worse. So I think that is going to determine
don't
the
fall
final.
for it.
And I think that Arsenal are going to win the final. They are heavy favorites. And I'm going to be at the parade with Naeem.
Hold on, let me say this.
The Pride Parade. Oh wait, no, sorry, the winning parade.
I'll say 2 things. Number 1, all these words spoken to you, Prince Ali, aren't you a Spurs fan? All this glaze, but for Arsenal. Number 1, and then number 2, I will reiterate what I said last week. When stupidity and ignorance shouts, intelligence walks away. We'll leave the podcast on that. Thank you.
Hey, Ali, listen, you know me, man. It's always a pleasure having you here, bro. We'll see you here for the final. El Clasico as well. We'll see you there. But Arsenal, PSG, we got a podcast tomorrow. We'll talk more about that. El Clasico, we'll do a whole preview about some other stuff. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe. Shout out to Doc.
Wait, can I say something? Can I say something to Dr. Mix?
Of course. You can say
sorry. My bad, Dr. Mix. I forgot to refer you as what you are. Granddad, are you in the Champions League, mate? Are you in the Champions League? No, you're not. You're out of the Champions
Hey
League.
man,
So you
there's
have
no
joined
way,
me,
there's no
Wallace,
way
and
4'11"
Prince Ali.
Naeem is talking to me like that.
Hey, but Doc,
Bro,
you
I
know-
take shits bigger than you. Are we serious? What are we doing?
Are you?
What are we doing?
Are you going to
serious?
Budapest?
Hey, chat, that's the,
No,
hey,
no,
hey,
that's
guys,
the
that's the end of the
end of the
episode.
episode.
That's the end of the episode. Catch you guys in a bit. Take care. Peace.